Hi everyone, this is Grammar-Abbreviations. Objectives: identify abbreviations and use correct abbreviations in writing. Let's begin by discussing what abbreviations are. So what is an abbreviation and how are abbreviations written? Some words have a shortened form called an abbreviation. So an abbreviation stands for a whole word. Most abbreviations begin with a capital letter and end with a period. Use them only in special kinds of writing, such as addresses and lists. So here we have some common abbreviations for titles, addresses, months, days, and measurements. So you can pause this video anytime to study about these different abbreviations and how to write them. So let's begin with some examples for titles of persons. So the abbreviation for Mr. would be capital M-R and a full stop. Abbreviation for doctor would be capital D-R and a full stop. For a married woman, you can say Mrs., okay, abbreviated as capital M-R-S full stop. And for any woman, or if you're not sure whether the woman is married or not, you can use Miss in general, abbreviated as capital M, S, and a full stop. So we also have abbreviations for addresses, okay, for road, street, avenue, boulevard, court, and post office. For months, we have February. Usually we take the first three letters of the name of the month plus a full stop. August and October would follow the same format. However, September is different in that you have to take the first four letters of September, capital S-E-P-T, and full stop. As for the days, you have Monday, again, take the first three letters of the full word for that day, and then add a full stop. Same with Wednesday. However, we have exceptions for Thursday and Tuesday. Take the first four letters, in this case, capital T-H-U-R-S, and then add a full stop. Now, as for measurements, we have abbreviations for inch or inches, for foot or feet, and for mile or miles. So you can check out different abbreviations and more of this online. So let's have some practice. Proofread the items below on a sheet of paper or in your English copybook. Rewrite each group of words using the correct abbreviations. Okay? So the first one is Andrew Perkins, 438 Rhodes Avenue, Grapevine, Texas, 76051. So let's say that you're addressing a mail, okay? That you're writing the address of the person, but then you need to abbreviate names of places, okay? And at the same time, the state, okay? To where you're going to send the letter or the mail. So how do you do it? So it should be 438 Rhodes AVE, which stands for Avenue. As for the abbreviation for Texas, it's not TEX, rather it is TX. So you can do 5,280 feet is equal to 1 mile on your own in your English copybook if you have it. Thursday, February 8, 2010, abbreviated correctly. And Dr. Linda Martinez, 4195 Buffalo Street, Shadra, Nebraska, 69337. So you can refer to the previous slide, okay, or you can go back to the video a bit so that you can find the correct abbreviation for units of measurement, for days and months of the year, for titles of a person, and also names of street, and how to abbreviate states properly. Now let's have a look at some tips on how to use abbreviations in writing. Always make sure that you're using correct abbreviations. So we have a standard to follow in abbreviating titles of persons, like doctor, for example, okay? So we don't write DOCT In place of doctor, the correct abbreviated form of doctor is DR and the full stop. Okay, so compare the two sets of incorrect abbreviations versus correct abbreviations and familiarize yourself with the correct forms that you have to use in writing. So let's have a look. Dr. James Sekiguchi, The Bradley Company, 127 Saratoga Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama, 36104. Wednesday, September 18, 4 feet 7 inches. Okay, so don't forget to put the correct punctuation mark as well. So for most abbreviations, of course, we're using the full stop, okay, or the period to end the abbreviation, except if you have the abbreviated name, okay, of a state in the United States. Now let's have some practice in RNB page 247. So we write each group of words and use an abbreviation for the underlined words or words. So how do you abbreviate number 1, Shoshone Trading Company? So if your answer is you have to reduce company into 2 letters, capital C and O plus a full stop, then you are correct. Okay? So please do the rest in RNB page 247. How do you abbreviate Junior in Charles Pompey Jr.? What about 92 Mountain Road? Dr. May Dawson, 195 Water Street, Mr. Robert Woods Sr., 16 Muddy Creek Drive, and Beaver Creek, Oregon, 97004. So if, for example, a particular abbreviation is not available in this presentation, you can check the internet anytime. You can type in Google Omnibox whichever word you need to abbreviate, okay? Especially if you're not familiar with standard abbreviations for names of states in the US. Now proceeding to RNB page 248, write each mailing address using abbreviations. So a mailing address is the place where we send the mail, okay, or the letter that we have to send to the recipient. So you have the full addresses here in the first column, and we have to write the abbreviated address in the second column. So we'll do number 1 altogether, and then you have to do 2 and 3 by yourself. So how do you abbreviate the words in Mr. Pedro Saravia, the Total Pet Supply Company, 9302 Riverside Drive, Toledo, Ohio, 43601. So it should be written like this. So you have capital M and R plus a full stop for Mr. And then company should be capital C-O and a full stop. Now, drive would have the same abbreviation as doctor, capital D, R, and a full stop. But then for some sources, drive is written as capital D, R without a full stop. So both are acceptable. Also, you have Toledo, Ohio. So the correct abbreviation for Ohio, the state, would be capital O and capital H. So now it's your turn to abbreviate the next 2 addresses or mailing addresses in here. Last is RNB page 249. So write these groups of words using correct abbreviation. So this time we're going to abbreviate units of measurement and days and months of the year. So we'll do number 1 for exemplification purposes, and then the rest you have to do independently. So how do you abbreviate feet in 8,000 feet? The answer is 8,000 FT and a full stop. So for your information, whether it's foot or feet as unit of measurement, you follow the same abbreviated format. So please do the same for items 2 until 10. Thank you for watching this recorded lesson, and you can check out more by reading our reference and resource journeys 2017 accessible in e-resources tab of our school portal. I will see you in the next video.